All right, I want to give my 2 cents on kind of the situation where people are saying that they're kind of rushing, but I want to present some different things that I think I could agree with and very much disagree with because I think people are looking at this from, I guess, a free to play perspective all the time, right? And also just not really seeing the positives that also come out of them rushing, quote unquote. So we are technically getting banners every 10 or so days, with this being the first exception where there is the normal 14-day gap between both Kyoto Kohono into Season 3, which the banners should come out right away. The BCM Leaks account said it was coming the 25th, but I just don't see that happening because seasonal banners come out at the beginning of a season unless they're doing the JP approach, so we'll see then. But the next banner, it's 14 days after, which would be a normal banner schedule. So at least they're giving us time to save. No one's really summoning for Kyoto Kohono, so that's 2 full weeks of saving. Plus the bingo event, which is 35 pulls, right? So they're giving us more pulls and, you know, the little, like, banner delay, I guess. So where is it? The bingo event right here, 35 pulls, big W. So there's that. Now, people are kind of mad. Some people are mad. Some people are like, shit, I have nothing to summon with for Charlotte, Fuego, and Jack. Mainly Charlotte because they really do like Charlotte. Now, one thing I think that is quite important to kind of talk about, let me show. It's very much people with FOMO, right? FOMO is the fear of missing out, which I think heavily impacts a lot of the people that play this game. So people are like very much like saying, I'm saving, right? So they're ready. Some people are saying they're ready. Some people, you know, are saying that maybe it's too early. I saw a lot of my comments saying that. Let's see if maybe any of the, I hate how Twitter is now. But it's time to save up. And then a lot of people also just loving the art. Because honestly, really good art. I like the Season 4 skill pages. They're all really good. Especially Fuego's. I use that, guys, like the fire in the background for it. Where is it? I'll just pull this up. The fire in the background here, I use it in my thumbnails. Because it actually looks really good. You just make it super big and then like bada bing, bada boom. So people have a big fear of missing out. Now, why I think it's very important to kind of talk about that is because of the system we have in this game. We literally have this Gateway of Reunion where you're able to get 1 free unit per season, okay? And this in turn allows you to play around this, but I've been seeing so many people not playing around this when they should be, because people are still going to summon on the Season 4 banner when, if we really look at it, is this the Opera browser? Yeah, no, this is okay. I have to like find which display capture is which, because they're all like kind of mixed up. So let's go Fuego, then Jack and Charlotte. So if we really look at it, you don't need all 3 of these units. Jack, you definitely don't need. Fuego is like a half need, but a very much high investment. So in general, you shouldn't be getting him unless you're like gonna try and go for Charmy. But then Fuego gets replaced very quickly later. So Fuego's kind of useless in many cases. Not bad. He's just not as good as he could be, right? Magna's just a better version of him that comes out like the season after Charmy. And Charmy is kind of like the start of the bird meta. So you don't need these 2. And guess what? You could pick 1 unit for free. So this is my personal opinion. You wait 5 days, you get Charlotte, and you call it a day. You call it a day. You don't need anything more. And if you don't have a good blue team, if you don't have a Season 3 Charmy and all that, then you just get Charlotte and then like you just don't even use her, right? Charlotte's very good on a full blue team. It's kind of toxic. You've already seen me use the blue team, but with Charlotte, you would use Charmy, Julius, Mars, and Charlotte, and that's wraps, man. That is wraps. You are winning most of your games. It is very toxic, okay? So in these cases, I just don't really get people saying, oh, I have to summon now, when I don't really see you needing to summon. And people feeling like they need to summon and get every unit. That is the main part, right? Because a lot of people feel like they need to get every unit. But is that really the case? Like, if I look right now, there's not... You need a good amount of units. They also let you get a good amount of currency to be able to get a lot of units. But you do not need everyone, right? So, especially in cases like these where Kohono and Kyoto are not needed, and then the Jack and Fuego will not be needed either, there's not really much purpose to like summoning, and there's also not really that much of a reason to complain, because there's a lot of good sides to this too. We get to skip right to good parts of the game. We get to skip to more hype units, right? We get to skip to units like Magna, like Noelle, which is going to come out soon after, like Charmy, like Black Asta, like Fauna, Hatred Fauna, and then in the future, guess who? Guess who? Mario Leona. So I'd say that being able to breeze through these parts is great, and at least they are starting to compensate us for our pulls, so it's not like they're leaving us just empty-handed, which I think is an important part to emphasize. Yeah, it's a very important part. Okay, so I really don't have a big problem with them speeding up, quote unquote. Now, why I'm saying speeding up, right, is because of the fact of what they are skipping. So they are skipping 2 units, the Swimsuit Vanessa and the Summer Yuno. That is to basically just get us a banner quicker to JP, which is great. Because in general, there's 72 units on JP, okay? 72 on JP and 56. So we are, what, 16 units behind, I think? 17 minus 56. 17... No, 72 minus 56. Yeah, we're 16 units behind. So 16 units is still going to take us like 2 to 3 months. Minimum. Probably 4. So like we're catching up in May about. Like my guess is May that we're catching up fully. So they need to get through these units. And technically, because of the fact that we're not getting Summer, Yuno, and Vanessa, we're already at 58. So it's even quicker, right? It would be quicker. They might do that for other units. So, you know, we're looking pretty good in terms of pacing. But catching up is also a very important thing. Okay, and main reason is because the hype just isn't there, and I think that's a pretty important thing, especially if the unit is not that good. For example, Yuno and Langris are not crazy good, but I feel like would be much more well received if they were day 1 units on both versions that people could kind of react to. And I think one thing that people would have a lot more fun with is discovering the unit for themselves and not just relying on YouTube videos. And also us just being able to make more fresh content for global would be pretty fun, because I feel more of a reason to play JP because of the fact that I have put a lot more money into it, and also because of the fact that my account is just a lot more loaded, right? And it's just fun. It's fun playing with more new units that we're going to be getting soon, so I think it's fine. Now, the thing is that I think a lot of people are going to talk about is resources. Now, the thing is with resources, first off, bingo event, okay? What's it giving us? Well, it's giving us talents. It's giving us some more gear substat rerolls, okay? First of all. Second of all, the Spire of Honor is giving us more talent resources. I haven't really done it yet. I'm kind of, not going to lie, I'm kind of lazy, but it's actually really simple game mode. So this is giving us a lot of talent resources that we've been missing out. And not a lot, but it's giving us enough to like warrant being in this invention. So it's giving us there. And then we go to the guild shop and we're getting our skill enhancement materials that we've been asking for. So the reason why it's been a problem so far is because of the fact of how quick they've been releasing banners and how little resources. My biggest problem with the banner releases was genuinely just the amount, oh wait, I didn't show you guys, was the amount of resources they were giving us. Now, here, if I check it out, I just got 120, no, sorry. Oh, did they change the amount? They nerfed it a bit on the global, that's a bit funny. Did they? I think I'm tripping. I need to check, but I'm not too sure. So, I just got 100 from here, which I'd say is more than good, right? And of course, you could get monthly currency from the world shop. So I'd say that it's starting to balance out. And then releasing Guild Boss early was a smart decision to give us more skill materials. So overall, I'd say that the resource side is starting to be balanced out with how much they're releasing. And there is still one more thing. We're still getting the raid soon. I don't know when exactly, but we are, I think next week, probably the final week only. Whereas the Season 2 patch, new raid boss January, we're going to be getting it. I'm gonna guess when there's probably 10 to 7 days. So like in the next 2 to 5 days, we should be getting the Flakinda raid boss. So even more resources to get from that, more for skill pages and stamina. So yeah, I'd say resources side is fine. And now we're looking better because you don't need many of the units upcoming for global, right? And the units that you do need, well, thank God that you could pick them. So for the next month or so, you should not be summoning too much unless they throw us a curveball. If they randomly release like Black Asta, then like GG's, but I don't see it. Maybe they could release Hatred Fauna, but one good unit in the next month doesn't really sound bad to me. You can't complain. They gotta make people summon, and 1 unit in the next month that you should be summoning for is, to me, seems fine. We got Gateway. People will just have a fear of missing out on every unit, but you don't need every unit, so I'd say that we're chill, right? Especially for Guild Boss, we see that right here. There's so many options for the blue team where you could use Rill, where you could use, where is it? Nebra, and also Catherine for the buff block, and basically solidify your team, right? They gave us multiple SSR reroll thingies, so I'd say overall we're looking fine, right? There's 3 different guild bosses that most people should be able to complete on Nightmare if you've been playing since day 1. So I hope everyone is able to do that, right? And I hope overall, you guys put your opinions in the comments. I think for me, it's very important to see how you guys agree, disagree with me. This video is probably going to get a lot of people flaming me, but do I really care? No. I don't know. This is my opinion. I should be fine with it. And I need to end the video because I think my voice is dying. Alright, I'll see you guys.